Hi guys, today we are going to solve the question which is asked in Sbi Clerk means 2022. So in the question they have given Dinesh invests total sum of 20,000 in two schemes. So he has invested 20,000 in two schemes P and Q, and he invests in scheme P and scheme Q for 3 years and 2 years. So in scheme P he invested for 3 years and in scheme Q he invested for 2 years, and rate of interest on both scheme on simple interest is 20% and 35%. So in scheme P it is 20% and in scheme Q it is 35%. And one more info they have given: interest received from scheme Q is rupees 1600 less than the received from scheme P. So in interest received from in scheme Q is it is less than it is less whichever got in P. So Q equal to P minus 1600. This is the meaning. Means in Q he got 1600 less, which is got in P. So up to here it is given. So we need to find 50% of the total amount received from P and Q. So we need to find the after how much amount he received, okay, by investing means 20,000 in both the schemes. So we'll just note down info given one by one. So Dinesh invest um, a total sum of 20,000 in two schemes. So 20,000 he invested. He invested in scheme, so they have mentioned this one. Okay. So we'll just write here. So for scheme P we will just write here, or we'll first we'll write total investment. Total investment is 20,000. So in two schemes he invested 20,000 P and Q. So we will assume in P he invested X amount. So in R it will be 20,000 minus X. So in Q it will be 20,000 minus X rupees. So in Dinesh invest total sum of 20,000 in two schemes. Means in both the schemes combinedly he invested 20,000. So we will assume in scheme P he invested X rupees. So in scheme Q it will be 20,000. So both if we add it will come 20,000. So if we assume here X, we don't know exact value they have given. So we assumed it X. So here it will be 20,000 minus X. So this is for P and this is for Q. And one more they have given info scheme P. For scheme P it is 3 years. Time period is means T is 3 years, and rate of interest is 20%. And for scheme Q T is 2 years, rate of interest is 35%. So this info they have given. So now we will solve first for simple interest. We will first find here. For scheme P we will find simple interest. Simple interest for P. So formula for simple interest is PTR by 100. P is principal, T is time period, and R is rate of interest. It is 100. So for P, principal we have considered as X. So he invested X amount, so we will write as X. And for T is 3 years, and rate of interest is 20%. So 20 by 100. So X as it is 3 into 20 is 60 by 100. So it will come out to be X into 6x by 10. So we can write it as 0.6x. So this is for P. So next we will find for simple interest for Q. So for Q also, amount we have considered as 20,000 minus X. This is amount, and time period is 2 years. Time period is 2 years, and rate of interest is here 35% divided by 100. So 20,000 minus X, 2 into 35 is 70, 70 by 100. So we can write it is 0 0 cancel. So 7 by 10 is 0.7. So simple interest for Q, 7 by 10 is 0.7. 20,000 minus X. So we can solve this. 0.7 into 20,000 will be, so if you take 1 0, it will be 7, so it will be 14,000, and 0.7 into X is 0.7x. So this is for Q, simple interest for Q. So simple interest for P is 0.6x, for Q this is. So in the question, one more info they have given. Interest received on scheme Q is 1600 less than received from P. So it is simple interest for Q will be equal to simple interest for P minus 1600. This is the meaning. So they have mentioned interest received on, from scheme Q is 1600 less than received from P. So simple interest for Q will be 1600 less than received from P. So simple interest for Q is 14,000.7x. For P it is, we have found simple interest for P is 0.6x minus 1600. So we will take x on one side and constant on one side. So 14,000, here it is minus, so here it will plus 1600, here 0.6x plus 0.7x. So 14,000 plus 1600 will be 15,600, and 0.6 plus 0.7 will be equal to 0.13x. So value of x will be 15,600 divided by 0.13x. So if we solve this, for assumption we will take it as 13. So I'll just solve here. So 15,600. So it is 0.13. To solve easy, I will just multiply and divide by 100. So 0.13 into 100. So it will be 156. 100. 0.13 into 100 will be 13. So it will be 13 ones, and it will be 13 to 12 is 116. So our answer will be 12,000. Okay. Sorry guys, here it is 1.3. It's not 0.3, it is 0.6 plus 0.7 is, okay, it's 1.3. So it's 1.3. So it is, sorry guys for the mistake. 0.6 plus 0.7 is 1.3. It is 1.3, not 0.13. So it is 0.13. So 0.13 means just but 100 we will not take, we will just directly try by 10. So we will write it as 150. So it is 1.3. If we take 13 by 10, so it will be 13 equal to x. So it will be 12. So value of x will be 12,000. So value of x we have found 12. Just minor mistake has happened. 0.6 plus 0.7 is 1.3. So 15,600 divided by 1.3 will be uh, just I have moved this side, so 1 0 I have taken here. Point I have just moved to right side, so numerator I have taken one more 0. So it is 13 into 12 is 156. So it will be 12 0 as it is. So value of x we have got as 12,000. So value of x is 12,000. So value of p will be 12,000 and value of q will be 20,000 minus 12,000. So p is x, q is 20,000 minus 6. So I will write in next page. So I have just noted p equal to x. So value of x is 12,000 and value of q is 20,000 minus x. So p equal to x. So p is the x rupees. So x is 12,000. Q is 20,000 minus x. So 20,000 minus 12,000 will be 8,000. So minus 12,000 will be 8,000. 8,000. So value p in scheme P it is invested 12,000 and in scheme Q it is invested 8,000. So we have got the amount, principal amount. So for P it is 12,000 and for Q it is 8,000. So up to here we have found. So in the question they have asked 50% of the total amount received from scheme P and Q. So formula for amount is principal plus simple interest. So principal we have found, simple interest also we have found. So for P simple interest is, for P simple interest is 0.6x. For P simple interest is 0.6 into x. So 0.6, value of x is 12,000. So it will be, so but if we can do by 6 into 1200, so it will be 7,200. So 0.6 we will take 10 from here. So 6 into 1200 will be 7,200. For Q simple interest will be, so for Q we have solved 14,000 minus 0.7x. 14,000 minus 0.7x. So 14,000 0.7 into x. So value of x is 12,000. Okay, it is 0.7 into x. So guys, it is 0.7 into x means 0.7 into 12,000. So 14,000 as it is. So it is 12 into 7. So it will be 84. So it will be 8,400. So if we do it, 14,000 minus 8,400. So it will be 5,600. So for P simple interest is 7,200. For Q simple interest is 5,600. For Q simple interest. So amount we need, here we need to find the 50% of the amount received from both the scheme P and Q. So formula for amount is principal plus simple interest. For P amount we can find, for P amount equal to principal plus simple interest. For P amount is 12,000 and simple interest is 7,200. So it will be 19,200. So 12,000 plus 700, 7,000 is 19,000 and 200. So 19,200. Similarly for Q also we will find, for Q amount equal to This is a simple interest. For Q principal is 8,000 and simple interest is 5,600. So 8,000 plus 5,000 is 13,000. So 13,600. So total amount equal to amount of P plus amount of Q. So 19,200 plus 13,600. So we can just check. So it will be 32,800. So this is the total amount from scheme. But in the question what they have asked, 50%. 50% means half of the this amount. So 50% of amount means half of this amount. So 32,800 divided by 2. So we can solve this. Here 1. So 1 remaining. So 16400. So 32,800 if you divide by, it is 16,400. So 16,400 if you multiply by 2, it will come 32,800. So 16 into 16, 32, 400 into 2 is 800. So 32,800. So our answer will be, if we divide this amount, it will come 16,400 rupees. So our answer is 16,400. So our correct answer is option D. So this is the way to solve this. If you have any question, you can comment in chat.